Toyota Tundra. After more than a decade of suspense, a new Toyota Tundra pickup truck has arrived. Toyota's third-generation full-size pickup drives better, has more utility, and looks very good to boot. Today, we will see how the 2022 Tundra is a huge step up from its predecessor. And we're going to answer all of your queries, like how does the Toyota Tundra drive? What does Tundra's technology include? How much has the hybrid powertrain changed the Tundra? And much more. So let's find out about Tundra's new hybrid powertrain, a bold design, a new rear suspension, and lots of techs. Hello everyone and welcome to Dream or Drive. Here you will find the latest and greatest updates about cars, especially electric cars, SUVs, vans, and future models. For daily videos, please subscribe to our channel and make sure you press the bell icon for future updates. So let's begin. The new 2022 Tundra has a completely redesigned frame, a new rear suspension, new powertrains, and a more modern interior. You can choose between two turbocharged V6 engines. The base turbo V6 is about the same amount of power as the old Tundra's V8, 389 horsepower, but it has more torque, which is good for towing, and the EPA says it gets a lot better gas mileage. The iForce Max Hybrid V6 is an option. A battery under the back seats powers an electric engine that gives the Tundra even more power than the standard V6. Toyota also made several important changes to the Tundra's frame that improved its road performance. They got rid of the old leaf spring rear suspension, which was common on full-size trucks because it was durable and tough, and put in modern coil springs to make the ride smoother. The only other trucks in this class with rear coils are the Ram 1500 and the F-150 Raptor. A new frame design also makes the truck more durable and useful. Even though the Tundra's highest towing capacity of 12,000 pounds isn't the best in its class, it's still enough for most people who own light-duty trucks. The 2022 Toyota Tundra is also much better in terms of technology than the one that came before it. Tundra models that are easy on the wallet come with an 8-inch touchscreen, and a huge 14-inch touchscreen that's mounted on the center dash is an option. The upgraded touchscreen is a high-resolution screen and responds faster to user input. No matter how many boxes you check, every Tundra has a wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto smartphone integration, as well as a voice recognition system that lets you speak and give commands more naturally. Now let's start with the performance of the Toyota Tundra. How does the Toyota Tundra drive? Even though the Tundra fans might be sad about the loss of the loud 5.7-liter V8, the turbocharged 3.5-liter V6 is more than a good replacement. Even at low RPM, there's a lot of torque available, and the 10-speed automatic transmission changes gears quickly and smoothly. A four-wheel drive Tundra takes 6.6 seconds to go from 0 to 60 miles per hour, which is pretty fast. Because of its power, it's easy to enter the flow of traffic and to pass on the open highway without giving a second thought. The braking system's rock solid as well. From 60 miles per hour, the Tundra stops at 131 feet, which is a bit better than average. The truck's easy to drive on tight backcountry roads because the steering is light and accurate. Sometimes it feels like the smaller Tacoma. The TRD off-road option has a locking rear differential and additional off-road driving modes. Yet, it did not appear to significantly improve the truck's capabilities to be driven off-road. This is a big truck with a long wheelbase. Because of this, the undercarriage can easily get stuck on things that look easy. If you want to go off-roading in the Tundra, you should probably get the TRD Pro. And now we'll discuss the hybrid power in the new Tundra, so don't go anywhere. So, how does hybrid power change the Tundra? Toyota's replaced the Tundra's old leaf springs with coil springs for 2022. You can even go a step further and get a rear air suspension with adjustable dampers that can level itself. After going 10 feet, it's clear what a difference this makes. Toyota is only offering 2 engine options for the Tundra, while many of its competitors offer 4 or 5. The standard engine is a 3.5-liter V6 with 2 turbochargers. It can be tuned in 2 ways. The base Tundra SR has 348 horsepower and 405 pound-feet of torque, but all other trims boost those numbers to 389 horsepower and 479 pound-feet. This engine has a smooth power curve and a lot of guts in the mid-range. The 10-speed automatic transmission that goes with this engine is a big step up from the old truck's 6-speed. If you need more power, the gearbox is happy to drop a few gears, but it stays smooth when you're just cruising. The 2022 Tundra with 2-wheel drives expected to get 18 miles per gallon in the city, 23 miles per gallon on the highway, and 20 miles per gallon overall. For a 4-wheel drive, take one away from each category. The iForce Max engine, which is Toyota speak for the 3.5-liter V6 with electric help, is the star of the show. The standard twin-turbo V6 has plenty of power, but the hybrid has 437 horsepower and 583 pound-foot of torque, which is a lot. The electric motor's added instant torque is very noticeable, and when you floor it, this truck takes off. The Tundra can run on electric power alone in a parking lot. When you let off the accelerator, the Tundra will switch back to EV mode, and all these changes happen smoothly. It doesn't shake like some hybrids do, which shows that Toyota knows what it's doing when it comes to gas-electric power plants. With a hybrid setup, the 10-speed transmission works just as well. Light, regenerative braking changes how the pedals feel, which takes some getting used to in a full-size truck like this. Toyota hasn't said yet how much fuel a hybrid will save, which is too bad. What does Tundra's technology include? The 14-inch touchscreen that can be added to the Tundra is a standout feature. It has clear graphics, and the on-screen menus are simple to use. It can understand natural speech commands, so I have to say, "Hey Toyota, let's go home," and my pre-programmed address will come up. In fact, I bet that some smartphone owners might even like the native setup better than Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, which comes standard with most features. Also, the map responds quickly to pinch to zoom commands, and the touchscreen as a whole is very responsive. And next is the interior. How much is it upgraded? Even though the optional 14-inch touchscreen gets your attention, the Tundra's simple layout and overall ease of use makes a bigger impression. The full-size Tundra is much easier to drive because the gauges and graphics are easily readable at a glance, and the driver's seat is in a commanding position. Like all full-size trucks, the Tundra has enough room for all passengers, especially in the Crew Max configuration. The Tundra feels very open and airy when it has the optional panoramic sunroof and the unique full-width power rear window. Even though the Tundra has a big hood, it's usually easy to see in front of it. But on two-lane roads, the truck's thick windshield pillars can block your view. We would strongly suggest purchasing the Tundra's surround view camera system, since it makes operating the vehicle in tight spaces much simpler. And our next question comes hereafter. How comfortable is it in the Tundra? This Tundra is much better than the one that came before it. Seat comfort and noise levels have been greatly improved, and the Tundra is now a pleasant truck for both front and back seat passengers to ride in on long trips. Even though the V6 engine isn't as loud as the V8, it sounds just right for a full-size truck when it's running at full speed. The Ram 1500 still has the best ride quality in its class, but the Tundra is pretty stable and doesn't shake much on most surfaces. The Tundra's simple climate control system lets you set it and forget it. And last, we'll see the Tundra's extra features, which surely will surprise you. The new Tundra has the standard V6 engine and four-wheel drive Crew Max configuration to let it tow 11,120 pounds. The Tundra's maximum towing and hauling capacities aren't the best in its class, but they're good enough for most truck owners' needs. With the Crew Max 4 extra door space, you can store a lot of things in the back that you don't want to put in the bed. There's a lot of space under the seats in the back, and the front passengers can also store small items there. The inside is made to a very high level of quality. All the trim pieces fit together perfectly, and there aren't any big gaps between them. The warranties are about average for the class, covering the whole car for 3 years or 36,000 miles, and the powertrain for 5 years or 60,000 miles. But the Tundra's free maintenance for 2 years or 25,000 miles is a little bit better. Even though it isn't as good as its competitors in terms of capability and onboard technology, the new Toyota Tundra is still a lot better. Hey, that's going to do it for today's video. Please add your thoughts in the comment section below, and also like, subscribe, and share our channel. Stay tuned with us till our next video. We'll see you soon with our next one. Click on the card at the top left if you're curious about some hybrid cars of Toyota. Click on the card left below if you're interested in the RAV4. Click on the card at the top right if you want to see more about the Toyota Sequoia. And click on the card right below if you're interested in more spacious SUV models. Don't know what to watch? Then there are 2 videos below in the description.